Hey, so we're gonna need a step. I'll let you know that. We're pretty much going for a little bit of height here. We will have some toe taps, but we also want to get pretty high up there for some step ups. So I mean, I could maybe go even one or two higher as well, but as high as you're willing to go. But yeah, we're trying to get some glute activation with those. And then yeah, for those of us who are joining the stream, guys, that's what I was saying. If you have whatever you've been utilizing as a stepper, we're gonna need that today, guys. You're looking for an angle that's at least about this, maybe even one down or maybe even a couple up. But yeah, we're trying to get some actual strength going through there. And we're also going to have some toe taps off of that well here in a second. With the back. Yeah, and that just happened last week. You said it kind of started happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gradually getting more pronounced.
Okay, so yeah, we're probably because we did do a lot of like we said last week, a lot of post hamstring stuff last week as well as glute stuff. So that stuff would still help a lot. But yeah, we're gonna want to do some stretches. Maybe at the end of class we'll do a nice crossover stretch. See if that allows you to elongate that low back if you don't just focus on the hamstring as well.
So I'm afraid to go higher than this. So sorry.
No, that's okay. Is that for the back or the wrist? The wrist. Yeah.
Wrist. I mean, hands. Just I didn't know.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Are you starting to feel better after you kind of played around with it that one day? I know you got a little concerned.
Yes.
Yeah?
I mean, gradually. I still pain, but yeah, I think I'm up to a 5 at home, and I think it's like breaking through to more range.
Okay, good. Yeah, I mean, definitely we'll keep with the 5s then, especially for today, but also going forward as well. But yeah, right there, let's go ahead and start doing those arm circles. Also, do you want the fan on? I'm pretty sure we can start doing that these days as well. Yeah. Get some airflow going through there. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah. How big is your guys' space up there?
I'm not sure what square footage is, but we have 40 people in there.
Oh, so pretty big. Okay, because I've seen your guys' like website through the tower. So yeah, it definitely that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, go ahead, start going backwards for me, guys. Jessica, I just saw you got in. How you doing today? We're gonna have some step ups. That's gonna be for some toe steps, as well as we're gonna actually do some nice big step ups. So if we have something with a little bit of height, that's okay. And if we don't, we're gonna do that almost like we were utilizing a stare at home type of modification I've done in the past as well. Right there, guys, go ahead and start giving me those hamstrings and chest opener as well. And right there, guys, go ahead and start giving me some high knees, at least a march for me. Getting those arms in there as well. Oh, as far as weights, Jessica, heavy should get us also throughout the rest of the day as well. No real small joint movements today. Right there, guys, transfer over butt kicks for me, butt kicks for me. And right there, start hugging those knees in, hugging the knees in. Is that affecting the back at all, or? No. Okay. So see the pelvis rotating. I want to make sure that that's feeling good, so we can kind of build from there, our expectations. And go ahead, give me some squats, you guys. Squats right there. And right there, start adding the calf raises for me at the top. Calf raises for me at the top. And right there, guys, we're going to go into those ankle rolls, onto the heel, up to the toes, onto the heels, up to the toes. And right there, you guys are going to give me a single leg RDL, getting a nice little hand stretch in there. If you want to let the back relax as well, you don't have to keep it super straight if you're trying to get a little bit of a back stretch in there, because we don't have any weights. As long as you guys feel comfortable, you can let that back relax as well, get a little stretch in there. And right there, you guys are giving me some lunges. Those can be nice and slow. They can be a little bit faster. If you don't want to give me lunges, of course, you're giving me that mountain climber, that Spider-Man stretch there down at the bottom. About 5 to 6 seconds each side if you're deciding to do that stretch. If you're doing the lunges, again, those can be fast or they can be a little slower. I always say I like to take my lunges a little slow so I can get a nice stretch in that back hip flexor on the way down. Again, that's maintaining torso posture, making sure that's nice and straight, or not necessarily completely straight, but the spine is nice and neutral and maybe a slight angle for the torso. And right there, guys, go ahead, come on up, start giving me those hip shifts over, pretty much side lunges, but we're staying down. We're just shifting weight one side to the other, trying to stretch those adductors, those inner thigh muscles. And right there, guys, go ahead, come on up, give me some hip openers. Hip openers. Again, stretching those adductors, activating those glutes a little bit further. And right there, give me the same thing, but in the opposite direction. Stretching out those glutes, activating those adductors. Now bringing those knees from the outside in. And relax right there, you guys. Grab some water, get some more stretches in. And if you want to try just giving, you can do a hamstring stretch on the ground. That's not on this. But again, stretching there, seeing if you can get a little activation on that low back. Trying to reach with that right hand as well. So reaching with that right hand too is going to help. Do you feel it at all there? Okay. So get a few stretches in like that while we're getting some water break in. Of course, switch legs. We got some time here before we get started, but yeah, see if we can't loosen up a little bit further doing something like that. Guys, as you're still grabbing some water here, I'm going to tell us our first set of exercises. We're not jumping into it yet. Feel free to keep stretching, get some water at home. But I want you guys to know our first set, like always, 90, 60, 30. So it's going to be 45, 2 separate strength activities, and then 30 seconds of 2 conditioning based, 30 seconds of 2 torso based, or 1 torso based activity. And those movements are going to be a squat, 2 a shoulder press, 2 toe taps with our steps or whatever you guys are using at home. Followed by high knees. So pretty much we're going low, and then we're going high with our feet, and then we're coming down, and we're doing a plank with the shoulder tap off the ground. So a high plank, tapping those shoulders, guys. Let's go ahead, start getting ready here, grabbing some weights. We're looking at about a little over 10 seconds here. So again, starting off squats. If you want to utilize weights, we got squats coming up next. And we'll get ready in 3, 2, and go ahead for me, guys, right there. Does that help loosen us up a little bit?
I think so.
Okay. I would continue doing that every break that we have. Just, again, kind of get that stretch back in there. Nothing special, guys, here. Just doing some squats for me right now, at least. Right now, we're just doing some squats. halfway there for us, guys. Again, after this, shoulder press, a little bit of a transition if you do want to have another set of weights, but most of us tend to be pretty good utilizing the same weights. And right there, guys, I want everybody either pulsing at the bottom or holding at the bottom. So you're still in that squat. Whoop. Again, we're either pulsing or we're holding at the bottom. 2, 1, relax there, guys, here. Going to quick transition, shoulder presses coming at us in a moment. And let's get started in 3, 2, and shoulder pressing, guys, both arms at the same time here. Giving me that staggered stance. If we start to realize our back is arching a little bit there, again, that just helps us give a foundation. About halfway there, guys, and then again, after that, we're going toe taps. Whether or not you're utilizing the full height, or maybe since I have like pretty much 4 different levels here, I can choose a lower level. We're basically looking for our feet to be right about that level. 10 seconds for me, guys, on the shoulder presses. 10 seconds before we transition to those toe taps. And 3, 2, and 1. Toe taps here, guys, as fast as you want to take it. If you're worried about traction, maybe with your shoes, you don't necessarily have to touch the piece of equipment, just pretty much at that level. But let's start in 3, 2, and begin. Getting those arms in them is going to make us go a little bit faster if that's what our goal is. Like I said, after this, we're going to bring our feet a little bit higher. We have high knees after this. So again, a lot of hip flexor movement in there. 10 more seconds for me, guys, if you want to ramp up the speed at home. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, come off, catch your breath, and then you're giving me a high knee as fast as you want, or you're at least giving a march. Let's go ahead right there, guys. We're into it. Great job giving those arms in. Like I said, the faster we get those arms, the faster our feet will move and turn. After this, we transition down. You're giving me that high plank with a shoulder tap. If we don't want to do that, we have that spider climb up the ground here. Under 10 seconds for me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, guys. Let's transition with me down here. And once again, high plank, shoulder tap. Let's start in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, arms are out. Tapping those shoulders, maintaining hip stability. You want to avoid rotating those hips. You want to stay nice and flat to the ground while we're doing those shoulder taps. Break after this, water after this for us, guys. 10 more seconds for me. And break right there, you guys. Grab some water here. Get a few stretches in. Once we're done with that, though, if we're up and we're moving, I want to keep those feet moving, keep that blood going. But feel free to stay down. Feel free to stretch. If you guys are stretching, or if you're not, you should still be sipping water. That's awesome for us. Again, just replenishing those fluids. You guys are still stretching. I'm just going to let you guys know our next set of exercises. It's going to be lunges, forwards or back. Does not matter to me. But again, we're lunging with or without weight. From there, we're going into a row. After that, we have jumping jacks, windmills, bicycles down on the ground, guys. Let's set down that water. Let's start getting ready for me, guys. In about 15 seconds here, we have lunges. If we don't want to do lunges, instead, you guys are going to give me RDLs. Again, we're doing a lot of, it's going to be great to help us warm up the rest of the way. So you guys decide lunges or RDLs, weights or no weights. Let's start here in 3, 2, and begin. Yep, I'll tell you when to switch. I want you to stay on one leg, and I'll give you a switch command when we're halfway through. That's the other option, guys. If you don't want to do continuously switching lunges, you can stick on one leg, and I'll give you guys that switch command once we're halfway through. Which is right there. Go ahead, switch for me. There we go. After this, guys, like I said, row here. If we want to stick with weights or if we want to grab weights, I'll give us that transition piece. And 3, 2, 1, guys, here. A little bit of a transition time if you got to grab weights, switch weights. But again, those feet are staggered. Hinge at the hips, back nice and straight. Pinch those shoulder blades, drive the elbows, and let's start right there. Great work, guys, driving those elbows here. A nice pause at the top is never a bad thing. It's a great opportunity to make sure you're getting a full contraction, making sure you're getting that full range of motion there. Utilizing that pause will tell you. 10 more seconds so for me. After that, guys, we got jumping jacks followed by windmills here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Quick transition as you guys set down those feet. If you're not doing jumping jacks, you're giving me that outreach. And let's start in 3, 2, and begin jumping jacks. Or stars, starfish. Again, that's 30 seconds here, guys, for both of these activities. So you're taking this as fast as you want to take it. This is our conditioning portion of the segment, specifically conditioning the heart, as well as the respiratory system, trying to get that as used to fast movements as possible here. 3, 2, 1. Setting those feet a little bit wider here. We got windmills coming at us in 3, 2, and begin. Opposite arm, opposite leg here. As fast as you want to go here. Like I said, this is our conditioning segment, but you don't necessarily have to take this one fast, especially right out the gates, because we want to make sure we're aware of what our hamstring and our glute range of motions are, because those are going to be utilized with this activity. So only going this one as fast as you feel comfortable is what I should say. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Guys, you're heading down to the mats with me. And we have bicycles down here, guys. If we don't want those legs moving, you can keep them down and pretty much just giving me a cross at the top. But let's start in 3, 2, and begin. Bicycles. Last month was National Bike Month. So we're going to carry on the tradition. We're biking today. And 10 seconds for me, guys. 10 seconds for me here. 3, 2, 1. Relax, breathe it out there. Feel free to stay down. Feel free to stretch down on the ground while you're there. But once you're up or grabbing water, we're walking around as well. How those bicycles feel on the low back? Not good? Not good? Okay.
Nope. Right here.
Yeah, I kind of thought that might happen. So that happens with any other exercises. Which we're just gonna have bird dogs. Yeah, it probably won't, but
okay. With each stretch.
Yeah.
I can feel through it. So.
Yeah. Again, utilizing that opposite arm on that opposite leg will allow your body to rotate and get that lower back muscle. You guys are still grabbing some water here. I'm just going to go through our next exercises. This is where we're going to have that step up. So again, if our activity or if our bench here is high enough, you're going to be stepping up, bringing that other leg, driving it to the sky. You can go a little faster, explosive on the way up, but on that way down, a little bit of control. We don't have to go super slow. But again, we want to be able to control it with that active glute. And let's say maybe we're just using a stair at home. It's not too high. I'll have you guys on one leg, reaching out and kind of giving me a nice little mini squat. Instead of reaching out, you can kind of bend that off leg, and I'll give you guys a switch command because you guys will be doing one leg at a time there. After that, guys, we're going to have a wall sit followed by skaters, jump squats, and bird dogs. So I'll have you guys get ready, selecting a weight and how you're going to go about these step ups. And we're going to start here in 3, 2, and 1. No, you are alternating. You're alternating if you're doing both legs or doing a full step up. If you're doing that modified, off the stairwell, you guys are giving me one leg right here, just like this. Again, firing that glute on that active side. If you guys were doing that stair adjustment, you're now switching off to the other leg. Ten seconds for me, guys, here, and then we're going to hustle over to the wall. We have a wall set, weight or no weight. 2 and 1, guys. Getting ready for wall sets here. Thighs parallel to the ground, pressing through the heels. Let's get down in 2, 1, and begin. Again, we did a nice little target there for the glutes. And now we're giving us a wall set. Over halfway, though, for us, guys. Over halfway for us there. After this, you guys are coming us off. We're giving us skaters and then jump squats. 10 more seconds for me, guys, before that conditioning segment. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming on off here, skaters. 3, 2, and begin. Again, options here, go for distance or go for speed. Allowing that, or I'm going to leave that, guys, up to you depending on your space situation. You can always go faster, but you might not always be able to go wider or farther. Halfway there for me, guys. We got windmills after this. Sorry, jump squats after this. We did windmills last time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Getting ready for jump squats, whatever variation. Just make sure we're landing on soft knees. And 2, 1, begin. Again, they can be in and outs. They can be straight jump squats. We're landing loaded, coming back up. However you guys want to do this one right now, I'm going to leave that up to you. After this, we jump to the ground. We have bird dogs here. Jump to the ground. We have bird dogs. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming on down here with me, you guys. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Let's protect that back and begin for me right there, you guys. Ten seconds for me, guys. Water break. 10 seconds for me, and a nice water break. 3, 2, and rest right there, you guys. I'll let you guys know our next one here. We're going back to the mat. It's going to be a nice bench press. So you can also do that on your bench at home. But then after that, we're going to have pullovers. From there, guys, we have quick feet. Caterpillars. If we're not doing the caterpillars, we're again going to give me some RDL so we can get some nice hamstring stretch. That's more of a cool down type of movement that the way we're going to utilize it today. And from there, we have mountain climbers, you guys. So right there, guys, I'll have you choose whether or not you're going to do bench press on the ground or on your bench. Well, I'll have you get ready with me, and we're going to start in 3, 2, and bench pressing. Right there, you guys. Again, soft touches with those elbows. If they're touching, they don't have to. You can keep them just off the ground. From there, guys, we're going to squeeze the stomach And you're going to give me a pullover. But again, that's after the bench press here. And let's extend those hands out in front. And right there, let's start giving me a pullover, you guys. Again, squeeze the belly button into the mat here so we can flatten out that low back. If we allow ourselves to just stretch naturally, we might see an overextension of the low back. We want to avoid that. Again, after this, we're going to come back up here. We have quick feet for our conditioning segment, which is when we get low in that squat and our feet go really fast. Then we have either a caterpillar or a slow RDL, again, kind of utilizing that exercise today as a recovery tool. And 3, 2, relax there, guys. Go ahead, come on up here with me. Again, we're down low as we can get in a squat, and we're driving those feet into the ground here. 3, 2, and begin. Quick feet here, guys. Quick feet. If you want to get your arms into it, if you can feel like it. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Right there, guys. You're going to decide caterpillars. You can walk out with the hands, walk back with the feet, or you're giving me an RDL. Let's go ahead and start right there, though, you guys. Again, don't feel like you got to rush this one. This is more of a recovery piece, kind of getting those hamstrings a nice stretch. And 4, 3, 2, 1, guys. We're finishing off down here. Mountain climbers. Let's go ahead and start. 3, 2, and begin. And of course, yeah. Halfway for me, guys, right there, halfway. And 5, 4, 3, 2, guys. Relax right there. Grab some water, and once you're ready with that water, you're just meeting me down half over. Hamstring stretch, again, we're just laying that one out. Don't have to focus on tension necessarily. I want you guys to kind of just relax into it, give those hamstrings a nice bit of time to just passively stretch there with gravity. You might even experiment turning over to one side or turning over to the other in order to give a little bit of a additional stretch on one hamstring or low back pieces. Right there, guys, let's set those feet a little bit wider. The same thing going right down towards the middle. And from there, guys, let's reach it over to our right side there, getting that left hand stretching over there as well. That's going to help us stretch out our lower back. And walk it over to the right side or left side, other side. Yeah, other right side. And right there, guys, I'll have you slowly return to center and then slowly come on up here. You're going to go ahead, give me a quad stretch, grabbing that ankle, pulling it back. If you have to grab the wall, that's okay. But again, nice little quad stretch in here. And switch, same thing, other side for me. You guys can relax that right there. Utilizing that wall, give me a nice chest stretch across it. Slowly release that one. Go ahead, switch for me. Same thing, other side. Right there, guys. I'm going to have you relax. Come back to me. Shrug out the shoulders a little bit if we need to. Bring that chin down to the chest. Drop the shoulders. Stretch the back of our neck right there, you guys. And right there, go ahead, raise it up. Go in the opposite direction. Stretch the front of our neck here. Return to center for me there. One ear, same side shoulder, side of the neck. And raise it up. Give me the same thing on the other side. And all right there, guys. You are all done. Great work today, guys. Thanks for stopping in. And we will be back the rest of the week here. Short week for us, obviously. And yeah, thank you guys so much.
Well, that helps a ton.